Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai Night 22. There was no Kaizen episode Thursday. I was tired on Thursday. I didn't chance to review it. I went back and took a look, and yeah, there was no episode. So, unfortunately, no, we didn't get an episode for that. But we have this Trigun. Kaizen, Trigun. Star Gaze. Now, this one was episode 7, Hurt Locker. I'm a little on the fence about what went down in these last couple of episodes because they kidnap Vash, they use him to resurrect Knives, then they have Legato torture him for some reason, or because Knives wants him to join him. That's not gonna happen. Well, anyway, this episode was basically that. He's torturing Vash to join, and he says no. Now, I made an error. Tesla, she's dead. Okay, I thought that girl with the blonde hair was Tesla. It's not, because they have a conversation, Vash and Knives, about it, and she's obviously dead. Now, more or less, the plan of what's going to happen. Knives is trying to get all the humans in one place to kill them, and you can tell like there are certain characters in this show. Like I said, the little girl with the blonde hair, even the doctor. These people are real. I think eventually going to realize that Knives is out of his freaking gourd. But the focus of the episode is not actually on them. It's on Wolfwood. Because in the beginning of the episode, we have a scene of him leaving the orphanage and everything. And it's like a hodgepodge episode because we have that. Then we have Millie and Meryl meeting up with the people from home, Spaceship Home. And we find out that that the planet of No Man's Land, they're waiting for these visitors, which they are apparently going to come in a month. But the spaceship of home is viable; they can fly it. So they're going to use this to attack the Ark and hopefully save people and whatnot. We get that part. Then we get torturing of more of not of Delgado. He's sitting there in this room, standing in this room, like using his power to torture Vash, his psychic ability, and he's been doing this for the last 5 days. And surprise, surprise, Wolfwood decides to attack him. Yeah, not really a good thing. Torturing Vash for that long of a time without sleeping or eating. He takes care of business. Wolfwood. He just shoots Elgato in the back. And he's on the ground. And then, of course, Vash lifeless says, "Don't kill him." Crazy. But he gets bashed, and they're about the process of actually leaving. Till, I think we remember this from last season, there was this person who was from Wolfwood's past who came back and attacked him in season 1. He resurfaces. But this time, he's got like 3 of those crosses that Wolfwood has ready to attack him. And Wolfwood says at the end of towards the end of the episode, everybody's out of their minds. And that's where the episode kind of leaves us on. So next week it's going to be called. Actually, I forgot what the title was. I forgot what it was. Anyway, Next week, we're going to get this confrontation between Wolfwood and this guy. Trying to save Vash, trying to get him off that ship. There are these, like, escape pod ships. And go about back to where Millie and Meryl is. So, overall, I thought this episode was good. We also got a scene with Knives talking to the plants. And it's kind of... This is another thing that I find very stupid. No offense to Knives, but you say you're doing this for the plants, but then next scene, you sacrifice like 20 of them to give you a power boost. Kind of contradictory. And the blonde girl even says it. Like, oh, it's, you know. But overall, I give this, I like the episode. Give me an 8.5. Because it did seem like these last two episodes were very, I don't know, it's just, it rubbed me the wrong way. But Wolfwood saves Vash. He's going to fight this guy next week. I'm guessing we're going to get this final battle conclusion. And I'm not sure. Let me see how many episodes. 12. So next week is 8. So probably we're going to get like a big time final conclusion between Vash and Knives. We'll see who lives, who dies. But, you know, it was a very interesting episode from a standpoint. I just gave it a little less because mostly it was talking, more or less it was exposition. A little fighting between Wolfwood and Legato. But it just felt like too much, you know? And Vash in the room, he's captured, he's being tortured. Come on. But we'll see how things go next week. It's probably just fight between him and this guy from Wolfwood's past, from the orphanage. And we'll see where we go from there. But this is Vaughn, kind of into it too. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully tomorrow. I can do that. I completely fell off it between the first Super Bowl and everything else. But hopefully I'll be able to. I'll see you guys later.